friends, my name is AJ and welcome back to my book nook. Today we're doing something a little bit different. As you all probably know, there are a ton of book to movie adaptations out there, and there's so many that there's no way that you'll be able to watch all of them, and honestly there's no way that you've read every single one of those books. I know I certainly haven't, so today I thought it would be fun to go through a few of the most recent book to movie adaptations for TV shows and movies that have had trailers come out recently, and watch these trailers and see if I can figure out what they're about based on the trailer. So, without further ado, let's dive right in. The first one we're going to be watching is Daisy Jones and the Six.
I don't even know why we're doing this. It's not a duet.
Billy, you wrote a good song, not a great one.
Did you guys want to record something or fight more? I'm fine either way.
I am getting the vibe that he is like Joe Jonas from Camp Rock, where he's sort of like the rebel in the band. He's sort of the bad boy in the band, and they need to clean up his image. And so they're like, we need to bring in this like new, like, you know, innocent singer that people really like because she's like this up and coming singer. And that will clean up your image, and that will get the band back up. They're not gonna get along, but then they are gonna get along. They're gonna grow to like each other.
Can I ask you a question? What do you think the song's about?
What do I think the song is about? What the song
Yeah,
that
what
I
is the
wrote?
song
What do I
about?
think the song that I wrote is about?
Yeah, this is like an enemies to lovers thing, isn't it?
It's about starting a new life.
I don't know who I am.
It's about your...
That's not her. Did he like have a girlfriend? She like died, and then he had to like start a new life. So did he have to like, did his girlfriend die? Whoa. Wait, hold on. Is she, because I'm not seeing this other girl again, so I'm thinking that maybe she died. But maybe not, because like it doesn't seem like much time has passed. So if she is still alive, is he cheating on his girlfriend? His dying girlfriend, and he's cheating on her? No wonder he's the Joe Jonas from Camp Rock of this band.
I used to be the first person that you'd play things for.
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening. Wow. Oh, dramatic. Oh, lots of fights and crying. Okay, so here's what I got from that. She is an up-and-coming artist. She's sort of like this like innocent, like they're like, ah yes, look at her. She's this bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, innocent artist. We need to clean up his image because he's the front man of this band, the Six, because apparently they're from Toronto. So we're gonna bring in this new artist and like show him like taking her under his wing, and that will have people be like, ah yeah, he's a good person again. He starts to fall for her in an enemies to lovers type situation and begins to fall for her, but he has his cheating on his dying girlfriend. It's just, he's an awful person, and I think that that would make an interesting show because we get to see, you know, people who are not good people, and that can sometimes be an interesting thing to watch, where you have the main characters being awful people. But the problem is that it seems like they're romanticizing the cheating a little bit, and I feel like people would romanticize the cheating, forgetting the fact that his girlfriend is in fact dying. Anyway, the next one we're going to take a look at is One True Loves.
Want to get married?
Yes!
I feel like I just watched the whole movie.
Just fly off to Alaska.
Okay, I'll call you when I land.
Hello?
He dies. I don't even, he's gonna die. He's going to Alaska. That's where people in movies go to die. I'm sorry. That's where Joe Jonas from Camp Rock, from Daisy Jones and the Six's girlfriend is going. I have to stop with that joke just because I said she was already dead.
Your husband was on a helicopter that went down in the Pacific.
Jesse. At first, it was so hard to let go. But then I started to think that the good days could be good weeks or good months.
Okay, so One True Loves, maybe she is learning to love herself. You know, maybe because their relationship was quite the whirlwind. They were doing a lot of traveling. Maybe she sort of got so swept up in being with him that she sort of lost who she was. Because of that, you know, after he's gone, you know, this is a process of healing, a movie about grief. It's a very deep movie. It's a movie about grief. It's about her figuring out who she is and learning to love herself.
Emma?
Sam?
Sorry? Do they know each other?
I've been madly in love with Emma for a few years now. It's a family.
Why is this moving so quickly? Like, we got the first relationship established super quickly, and then he died, and then we have this relationship established super quickly. Is he coming back? Wait, we still have like half the trailer left. This seems like a setup for something bad about to happen. Is he gonna die too? What is it with these movies?
Sweetheart, it's Jesse. I'm alive.
What did I say?
I swear if I ever made it back to you, I'd tell you how sorry I was for leaving.
I'm engaged.
Yeah, because he said it's been a few years since he was in love with her, so surely that wouldn't have been like that would be since they reunited. So I assumed it'd been like a few years since his death. So honestly, yeah. That's hard though, dude. I get it, you know? I don't get it. I've never been in that situation before, but like, I imagine the idea of you coming back to your life and finding out that everyone else has moved on without you, that'd be hard.
Just want her to love me more than she loves him. That was wildly inappropriate. I'm gonna stop.
No!
Yeah, no, don't say no. It was. You're a teacher. You don't have to share this. That girl, she's not impressed. That guy behind the girl who's talking, he's just like, why are you telling us this, dude?
Do you love him or not?
You're getting very aggressive. I need you to chill. So this movie, her husband dies, and then he comes back. But what if it's not actually him? Because that would be really interesting. Imagine the plot twist. You go into this and you're like, oh, it's a love triangle rom-com, but what if the big plot twist, he's not actually her husband? Look, I've seen enough episodes of White Collar and Psych to know that happens. That's an episode of White Collar. I think that's what's happening here. Because like, if you notice, when we saw him again for the first time, he had like this big beard and everything. And then we never saw him like that again. Like, he shaved it off immediately and he just looked back to normal. So to me, that's not someone who fell into the ocean from a helicopter in Alaska. That is a man who has never even heard, he can't even name a single city in Alaska. And it's a big state. I can totally name a city in Alaska. Don't ask me to though, because that's not what this video is about. Maybe he was in the helicopter accident with, he's his twin, and he's been building up this stuff, and he's like, yeah, I'm gonna get her, and he had this plan, and then he saw that she got engaged to this other guy, because that's very convenient timing. We combine what I just said, not really the fake husband, with what I said before of her learning to love herself. So she chooses herself. I don't know about Shang-Chi. I don't know why she doesn't choose him. I know why she doesn't choose the other guy, because he's an imposter. Maybe she doesn't choose him. He's in on it. So the next one is The Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes.
From District 12, Lucy Gray Mare.
She's gonna kill everyone. Look at her. She's ready. She's prepared to kill every single person. Look at that face. That is the face of a killer. She's gonna lose her mind.
What does my mentor do besides bring me roses?
I do my best to take care of you.
Oh, they're gonna have a romance. Come on.
Fueled with the terror of becoming prey.
Okay, I'm confused about this section here. They're running through tunnels. She's wearing the dress that she wore at the reaping. But if she's like going into the actual Hunger Games, like how can that happen? I'm interested to see how that would work. I mean, he's President Snow from the future, so obviously we need to see him getting corrupted. But he seems like a genuinely, like, really nice guy.
Natural goodness built into us all.
Yeah, what is this? Is this training? Katniss never got to go outside.
Or not.
And he's a peacekeeper as well. So this is what this movie is about. He is young President Snow. She is 62 years in the past version of Katniss. Except she is a little bit bloodthirsty because she's using the games as an instance to take out her anger on the rest of the world and the rest of Panem. He is trying to prove himself because his parents are really high up in the government and he needs to prove himself. So he starts as a peacekeeper. He works his way up to being able to become a mentor. He has to start questioning, you know, his morals and stuff. You know, he thinks he's a good person, but then he starts like seeing from her perspective, oh, this is so bad. He gets to spend a lot of time with her. They go to summer camp because that's what happens in the Hunger Games is they say, you know what you need for training? You need to go to summer camp. They go to summer camp together. He starts bonding with her. He falls in love with her. She goes into the games. He really wants her to win and come out so that he can, you know, he can be with her. But then they find out that he likes her. And they don't want him to do that because if he does that, he'll get soft. He'll get so soft, like an egg that wasn't cooked long enough. And so then what he's gonna do is they're gonna kill her, but in an unfair way. They're gonna use mutts to kill her. He's gonna know that they did this, and they're gonna say, look, we did this for your own good because you were getting soft, like a mushy old cucumber that you forgot in the bottom of your fridge. And so he gets all angry and he starts hardening himself to the world. He starts suggesting other ways that other tributes could be killed in the games. He starts, you know, taking it out on every other person. And then that's how he became the president. That's the movie. You don't even have to go anymore. Okay, we have one more to do, and that is Where the Crawdads Sing.
I've, like you, heard the tall tales told about the marsh girl.
The marsh girl? Is she like part marsh creature?
I had a family once. They called me Kaya.
Is she a feral child? The feral part marsh monster child. She was abandoned by her family. They left her in the marsh. And she was adopted by the marsh thing. And so she was raised by the marsh thing.
Sometimes I feel so invisible.
Maybe it's because you draw weird stuff like that. Is that bird holding a dismembered eyeball? Look, you need to get out more. This is what your marshman daddy was telling you. You know? You need to... I mean, he said it more like... But you knew what he meant.
I wonder if I'm here at all.
You are.
Okay, so we've got a little romance happening here. And she can open up to him, so clearly they know each other well. So maybe he also knows about the Marshman, and he isn't afraid.
I think you're gorgeous. I want to get to know you better.
Oh dear.
There's no fingerprints on the railing. Great stuff.
You know why? The Marshman killed him. This is why you always need to ask the Marshman for permission before you make out with his daughter on the dock.
Being isolated was one thing. Being hunted, quite another.
But she has fingerprints, doesn't she? They've made a big deal about saying there's no fingerprints on the railing. Why do they assume that she did it? Is it because people were like, oh, she's a freak. She lives out in the marshes and she was the only last one he was seen with. But she's got to protect her papa Marshman. I get it.
Life persists.
She was diving under the water to go see the Marshman. It was going to be sort of like a, oh, hello, Marshman father. And they're going to hold hands. And he's going to hug her and tell her, it's okay. I'll kill all of them if they come after you. All of these movies have so much death in them. What is up with that? That's a lovely tree.
Every creature does what it must to survive.
She's gonna kill someone. She didn't kill that guy, someone else did, and it was the Marshman, her papa. And then she is gonna kill someone, the police officer or something. They're gonna get into a scuffle. They're going to try and shoot the Marshman because they're gonna start thinking, oh, it's her, but then the Marshman's gonna come to protect her. Then they kill the Marshman. They shoot him, and she's like, no! And she comes after, and she comes out, and she stops the police officers. And then she's like, no, you can't, please, you can't abandon me too, like my family did. And she's gonna nurse him and just like, you know, try and he's just gonna be like, she's gonna be like, no, Marshman, Papa, no. And he's gonna be like, and you'll know what that means. You know, at that point, you'll have picked up enough of his language to understand that he means, I love you and I'll never abandon you. Okay, so that is my interpretation of all of those trailers. I hope you enjoyed. And I hope that if you watched any of these movies or you read any of these books, you can tell me how accurate my predictions were. I would love to know how accurate my ideas were, and honestly, I think that my version is better. So yeah, if you think my version is better, if I'm wrong, I mean, I won't be wrong. Obviously, these are all 100% correct. Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear about how correct I was. But that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, feel free to give it a thumbs up. And if you want to stick around and get notified when my next video comes out, go ahead and hit That was Marshman for go ahead and hit that subscribe button. But that's it for me today. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see all of you lovely people in the next video. Bye!